What is going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. So it's been a minute, just been busy, thankfully. Well, getting busy now. I was just in a slump, didn't feel like really doing much, you know, just life. But we're feeling good now. We got some work to do, and you know, we got a drift event coming up. We got some potentially very exciting stuff coming up. I'm just waiting on answers for everything. So honestly, the last like 2 weeks, life has been just kind of stagnant. So that's why I didn't really post anything. So we're here now. Let's get to work. You know, it's about lunchtime now. Just got back from running errands, and we have this Evo that we're doing. So this was a very last minute job, which I'm always thankful for that. In this case, this one's pretty simple. It's an out-of-state car. It's here because the current shop that's building it, they don't have an in-house fabricator. So thankfully I was mentioned, and now it's here. So we're doing a hood dump, a wastegate dump, thankfully just right out the cutout in the hood here where the vent is, and we just have to modify this lower charge pipe to mount to the new turbo location, because you can see it's a front facing turbo now instead of the factory setup. So dope little car, love Evos, never a bad day to work on one. They're not the funnest, don't get me wrong. This stuff is easy, but like normally mechanically, these things in my opinion are not fun to work on. It's just very compact in here, and a lot of them have funky orders of operations for things, but they're very cool cars. So we had to go get material, so not my preferred choice of material, but it is decent quality. So this is all Vibrant. Now I do like Vibrant. I love their everything except for these raw materials, because my biggest gripe is A, they don't sell little elbows and stuff. They always sell you these big old pieces. You don't need all that extra stuff. And B, the bends in these are not true mandrel, like in the sense that they're ovalized in the middle. They don't do what Stainless Bros does, like my normal supplier, where it's through the bend, it's full circle. It's nice, love it. But enough complaining, you know, tomato, tomato, material's material. We worked with what we got. This is on a very tight time crunch. The gentleman's going back out of state with the car here very soon. He's out here on vacation building his car in a different state. How cool is that? So let's do our best to assist him. Let's make this thing look pretty cool. And let's get to work. First things first, I'm gonna start with the exhaust. So we did have to go get a flange. I got this at the local store, so double check that it fits, which it does beautifully. So yeah, let's go ahead, let's get cracking. Thankfully it's pretty easy. So the routing is gonna be mostly kind of 90 over-ish. Obviously the turbo's not fully flat, so we'll have to sort that out, but get the majority of a 90 over here, and then just 90 it up next to the wastegate here. And then yeah, he's gonna swap this to AN, so he's probably just gonna end up changing that. But either way, we'll make sure it clears that. Wastegate, we're literally just going straight up. He wasn't big on the teardrop because he just, you know, some people just don't like it, but we talked him into it because we couldn't buy just a short piece of the straight. We had to buy this thing with the leg. So I was like, you know, the leg's already here, let's just do a teardrop, you know, add some pizzazz. And then yeah, we have this aluminum 90 degree, and we have a coupler, the transition reducer right there. So we got to go from here. I'm just going to chop the pipe and make the pipe come up somewhere around here. Should be pretty straightforward. Let's get to cracking. This is what I mean. I just cut into this, and you can see that's not really that much of a perfect circle, but also you can see how much thicker it is down here and how much thinner the material is up here. Now that's normal being pulled through the bender. It'll, you know, it'll stretch the material basically, but it's just much worse on this stuff as compared to the Stainless Bros stuff I use. But just so you can guys get a visual. But yeah, see if this fits down here. Something like that, roughly. And then yeah, make some marks, make some more cuts, get it working. I'm waiting on that V-bend to cool before I can bolt it up and then mark out the next section. I'm trying to figure out this charge pipe. So I just was messing with it a little bit. I got the coupler trimmed back because this is obviously a really tight area. Now, in a perfect scenario, I would normally modify this compressor housing. I like using those weld elbows, and I would put one of those on there. But the issue is time. So we don't have time to go get one or order one. So kind of working with what we got. So normally I do try to get this looking a little bit cleaner, because then I would reclock this and then I would just kind of angle it where I need it to, and then use, you know, a small coupler. Like, not that this is bad, but this is harder to work with because it's size than the weld elbow. Anyway, basically, yeah, so got the elbow here, got the coupler going down to there, so you can see it pop up right there. I just got to trim this up, take some measurements, and then modify it to adapt with this. So I think I'm gonna get this kind of facing where I want it, and then this is just really ugly. I do not like this piece, so I might just be a nice guy and just remake this for him. I don't know if I have the material I need, but if I do, I will probably remake this to make it all nice, because this is ugly. So yeah, that's where we're at from here. Obviously this turned out pretty good. I like polishing the tube. Amazon special, gets the job done, works great. This makes it look less crappy. I also don't like that Vibrance material just comes so raw down to the mandrel marks and stuff. It's just, ugh. But yeah, it's really humid in here, so I'm gonna keep plugging away. Show you guys really quick before I weld this out, part of the reason why I'm just not a big fan of the Vibrant material. So that ovalized, you know, bends like I mentioned before. Now this is obviously already in the vise, so I've closed it up a bit, tacked it up top already, but you can see this gap right here, which is just not ideal, especially for thin wall tubing like stainless exhaust pipe and stuff. It's just gonna blow away the edges. Like, I'm gonna be purging this, so it'll help a little bit, but I just kind of wanted to show you guys, just so you kind of had an idea. That air gap right there, not ideal. And then if I release this, it widens up. So I have to clamp this in here, put a tack here, and then it's as good as it's gonna get, and then I'll be fine to weld it. It's just annoying. Well, exhaust is good. Totally spaced if we needed a no tube bung. Thankfully, I did have one in stock. So yeah, dump is done. They are both cut. Hopefully decently symmetrical. So I can wait for this to cool here just a minute, bolt that up. Then all that's left is I gotta add a little NPT bung to the radiator. Thankfully, it's not filled. And then yeah, finish modifying this charge pipe and we're done. We're good to go. All right, charge pipe done. Not too stoked on it. Like, I mean, it fits fine. That's not the issue. Again, I hated how ugly it was. So you can see here, I just ended up chopping up the tack welded, like what they use for a bead roll. Put some actual bead rolls on here on each end, made it look nice. And then I kind of blended that in the middle welds here. So, sorry, flip you over. So this midsection, since I had to extend it, I cut it just right so I could put the ugly pieces under there. And you can kind of see the bulkiness, like those bulky spots, that's where their little dimple tack weld things are. But yeah, no, this is done. So we're good. Just gonna bolt it on really quick with the new clamps, and then I just gotta pull the radiator super fast, add this little bung that the guy wanted me to put on wherever it went. You know, this guy. And then we can wrap this thing up, send this thing home. Thankfully, we're looking great. Dump pipe, very simple, but looking good. And yeah, don't pay attention to the green hoses. Those are going bye-bye. He's doing AN lines, so. It's an eyesore, I know, but you know, build in progress, right? That's the excuse. So yeah, let me bolt this stuff up really quick and move along. Okay, yeah, we're finally done. So nothing crazy, just that little fitting right there. It's funny because like I used to be so intimidated modifying radiators, especially aftermarket ones, but I don't know, maybe it's just experience, maybe it's just I stopped giving a crap. But it's not bad. Just go to town with it, throw a drill bit at it. Just don't dent the fins, that's all that really matters. But this thing's good. Let's see how it looks. Definitely looks like an Evo. I think he should be pretty stoked with the slight slanted tips. I think I had said earlier I was going to do a teardrop, but it just didn't look right to me having the one oval or the one circle and then the teardrop. So I was just like, we'll ditch that idea. Match the slant to the hood, because that just looks so much cleaner in my opinion. But we're good. Charge pipes on. Should still clear the bumper just fine. We only added about a ½ inch out of that coupler, so I'm not too worried about that. Good there. O2 bung. Yeah, everything's accounted for. Pretty much just wrap up the day, I suppose. Give the guy a call, let him know his car is ready, put some air in the tires because it looks like this thing is flat, but past that, yeah, just another day in the life. Yeah, I don't know what else. I guess we'll see in the next clip if there's something else. If not, we'll see at home. We'll run this video out. Oh well, didn't end up actually having anything else going on. I don't know if you saw in the background, but our buddy Mike was over hanging out with us at the shop. He had brought his little Honda Grom over. So we just ordered some pizza, and then we ripped the Grom around the shop neighborhood, and now I'm home, unwinding, and about to edit this video. So I hope you guys enjoyed the, the footage. You know, it just felt like filming today. It was a pretty good day. I'm very thankful I was able to get that car knocked out in one day. I did not know what it was going to be like. I knew what I was doing, essentially, exhaust, wastegate, charge pipe, and tweak something. But, sometimes it is an easy day like today, and some days it's like it's just not easy. It's a nightmare sometimes. But I'm very thankful nonetheless. Easy money. Dude stoked. Car's going home in the morning, and we got some content out of it. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, be sure to let me know in the comments down below. Also, we do have a bigger drift event coming up here on August 2nd for you locals that would like to come hang out, catch a ride along, or anything of the such. It is called Shutdown Showdown. It's going to be at Radford, which is Firebird or Wild Horse Pass, whatever. Locals, you get it. Yeah, it'll be on August 2nd. Come hang out. Come see a boy drift. Come catch a ride along. Just bring a helmet. Other than that, yeah, we ain't got much going on. There will be a couple Element videos here pretty soon. Just some parts got shipped in. Max Peating Rods hooked us up with some stock shocks, and we also got some new headlight bulbs to be putting in. So do what you love, forget about the rest. Enjoy your evenings, and yeah, we'll see you in the next one. Peace out.